to the desert and inside Chase Field in Phoenix. Tuesday baseball on the show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. John be with you alongside Chris Singleton. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
First pitch coming your way next. And today's starter, Zach Gallen. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
All right, just about ready for baseball. Justin Crawford stands in for the Phillies. And we're underway here in September, the last month of the season. One of the things amazing with Zach, think about the players he's been traded with and for. In December of 17, he and Sandy Alcantara were dealt to Miami from the Cardinals for Marcell Ozuna. Then ultimately in July of 19, he went to Arizona for Jazz Chisholm. Inside, ball 3. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. That's ripped into the outfield, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second, he's got a double.
All over that one right there. Nice line drive to the left side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
One out, runner at second. Here comes Bryce Harper. Comes into this one with more homers than anyone in the National League. Harper launched a pair of homers in his last game. Man at second. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Struck him out swinging. The high heat, too much on that one.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Man on second, 2 down. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. What a stop! And they get the out. Now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at bat. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the hill for the Phillies, Aaron Nola. Chris, how about a scouting report?
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Oh.
The 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
1-2, bottom of the first. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 away. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. Of course, a big piece for them is their DH, Adrian Del Castillo.
Well, right in the middle of this lineup, and that's exactly where he belongs. I mean, he's there for a reason, Boog. This guy, they know they can rely on him, and he's a force, a presence there that, you know, puts a little trepidation in that opposing pitcher. We'll see what kind of impact he has in this one.
That's whipped. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He was all over that one. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
Perdomo in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. 0-1 now. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. Perdomo, but that one missed, and here comes the challenge. So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He's one of the best players in baseball at driving in runs, Chris. His RBI totals this season rank him in the top 10. Got him. We played an inning, no score. Back here at Chase Field, and now for the Phillies, Alec Bohm. There's the strike.
And Boog, if you shine a light on his home run numbers over the last week plus, you'll see how well he's been hitting it.
That one fouled hard the other way. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Just missed.
That's inside.
Up and in. Yeah, that's ball 2. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching. But, you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Jackknifes out of the way. And now 3-1. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Ball outside.
Here's a 1-1. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Real Muto leads off first with one away. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. That one out to right. Carroll under this one. And that is that. Phillies strand one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in the desert, bottom half of inning number 2, James McCann stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And one pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cutter was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his approach, didn't spin off it, and he hit it pretty well. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Ball one there. Del Castillo launched a homer in his most recent game. That one's in there, and the count is 1-1. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Swings and misses. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So now with one away and a man at second, here's Nolan Arenado.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And that one in the air center field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second.
Batting 8, center fielder, Alex Thomas.
Late swing, foul to the left. Pitch gets away. And the runner holds. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one a little bit high, and a full count now.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Out towards right center field. Crawford gets under it, and that'll do it. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. We head on down to the top of the third. No score. here at Chase Field, all set for the start of the inning. Rhys Hoskins stands in for the Phillies. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. See you later. He wastes no time on this one, and it gives them the lead in the third. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
Left field. And that should be extra bases. And that one's going to get into the corner. And that's a double. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
Here's Trey Turner.
That's the ball.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Set down on strikes. He's got to be frustrated with that call. Ball one to Bryce.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That's off the mark. Ball two.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Man at second. And that's outside. And now 3-0.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge it.
Center field. Thomas should have this one. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The relay throw. And he gets to third safely. Moving up on the fly out. And there are two gone. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
This guy's been red hot at the plate coming in, Bull. Hasn't gotten it done yet today, but plenty of ABs left in this one.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. That one fouled off. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 1-2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Not close with that one. Full count now. Alec Bohm next to bat for Philadelphia. And a payoff pitch. swings through it for the K. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at your after an at-bat like that one. So the Phillies strike first with a solo home run. It's now 1-0. Back here in the desert, set for the bottom of the third, Ildemaro Vargas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Right through there for a strike. Fastball for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, right fielder, Corbin Campbell.
Just missed. Line drive, base hit right field. And the tying run is on base.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here's Ketel Marte. Picked up a base hit to center his first time off. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw to second, great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. Next offering is fouled back.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
The 1-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
That's in there. 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2.
That's the ball.
Struck him out looking. One left. The Diamondbacks, they're down 1-0. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
That's all you need. Can't sleep, but I dream. This must you see. Eyes wide open. I see.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
That one misses. Ball 1.
You know, these Phils showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, no strikes.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Perdomo. Here's Marte for one. Throw first, but he beat it. One out man at first. Adolis Garcia, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. Now this one gets away from McCann. No advance, though. This to third. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Just barely able to beat that one out. Man, he was giving it his all, getting down the line right there.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
2 on, 1 out. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. Just off the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
That's when you always want as a pitcher, down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Rhys Hoskins on deck for the Phils. Back to work, 3-2 now. And that'll load the bases.
Well, interesting, he went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Golden opportunity right here. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there. Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Sack down. Kevin Ginkel into the game.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Out to short. Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. So they strand 3 and leave them loaded. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Phillies 1 and the Diamondbacks nothing. This is Phillies bottom 4. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
You know, these D-backs, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
the 1-1. And there's the ball.
That's a ball.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 2.
Well, you just got to regroup after that call. He didn't agree with it, and you can't blame him, but you don't have time to dwell on it. You got to be ready for this next pitch.
Hard grounder into the dugout. Look out. On the ground. Boom. Throw to first in time.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, catcher James McGann.
Right side. Stop. Throw to first in time.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, designated hitter, Adrian Del Castillo.
And next is the Diamondbacks DH, Adrian Del Castillo. Struck out swinging his first time. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the tying run is on base.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, third baseman, Alvarado.
Just missed.
Jackpot.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Tying run is at first. We're here at the bottom of the fourth. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So one hit is all they get. We played 4. It's the Phillies 1 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Back here at Chase Field, new inning getting started. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Michael Soroka, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Thompson also throwing. Line drive, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
This one drilled right center field. That one heads for the fence and gone. Bryce Harper with a star scraper, his 46th of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Siggy.
This dude is on fire, Boom. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Kyle Schwarber will come up.
He was absolutely on fire coming in, but hitless so far today, Boo. Let's see if the bat remembers it's supposed to be hot.
And that one hammered. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Squares, pushes at it, misses it. It's a strike, and it's 0-1. Squares the bunt, but that rolls foul. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top of the fifth. Got him. One away.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Comes up empty. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Off the mark there, and the count's full. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Here's the ball. It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. I mean, that's one of those where you're expecting a guy from second to score.
And now Adolis Garcia, 1 for 2. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Schwarber crosses the plate.
No, he's in there. Say.
Picks himself up an RBI. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Kevin Ginkel done for the night, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Ryan Thompson.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Two on, one out. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it. Got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Hoskins swings through it for strike 1. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's the 0-2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
2 aboard, 2 outs.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Fair ball. Here comes Real Muto around third. In comes the run from second. Throw to third is offline and gets by him.
Comes through with the RBI. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And that misses. Ball 1. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. They take the force out. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. 9 men to the plate, 4 score. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 5 and the Diamondbacks nothing. This is Phillies baseball on the show Northeast. Back here in the desert, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Alec Thomas stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Well, these Diamondbacks finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had the chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
That one to first. He'll do it himself, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
The Phillies leading by 5, last half of inning number 5. Swings and misses, and the count is 0-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second, and he's in with a stand-up double.
Really nice job with 2-strike hitting that at bat. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. This is Corbin Carroll. Now there's a bullet down the line. Fair ball. Coming home. He'll score. It's 5-1. And in at second with an RBI double.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Carroll, the runner at second with 1 away.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Man at second. In the air, right field. Garcia moving under this one. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, shortstop Geraldo Perdomo.
Now it's the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. That's a strike.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
Stays alive. Runner at third, 2 away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
In the air, left field, and that's the third out. D-backs with a run-scoring double. It's now a 5-1 ball game. We're back, and here's a look at how we got to this stage of the game. Digging in, Trey Turner.
Phillies shortstop Trey Turner.
Well, these Phillies, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Way out front for strike 2.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Oh.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. 1-2 now. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. This one in the air, center field. Thomas takes it in for the out. And there's one away.
Up next for Philadelphia, first baseman Bryce Harper.
Up the middle. Nice grab. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for Philadelphia, left fielder Kyle Schwarber.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Ryan Thompson won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Michael
the
Soroka
Diamondbacks.
on to pitch here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the
Michael
score right where
Soroka.
it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
2 down, bases empty. Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. And that drops in for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Soroka, 28 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Swings and misses, struck him out. He's down in order. They're up 5-1. of the 6th. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. Foul ball. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Got him. 1 up, 1 down.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
James McCann in now. His righty-lefty splits there.
Huh.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Throws to first in time.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, designated hitter, Adrian Del Castillo.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
Right through there for a strike. In the dirt, and that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And down on strikes, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They're down here 5-1. Back here at Chase Field, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one hops against the fence. And it's a leadoff double to start the 7th.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here comes Real Muto. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Just missed. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Merrill Kelly up and loosening in the pen. Clark getting cranked up as well. That one's in there. That is strike 2. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second, puts the tag on him, and it's a double play.
Boy, that's just a terrible decision to go for third right there. I mean, he was holding by a lot. Not even close. You've got to be a little smarter than that on the base paths.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that is that. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Back here in the desert, bottom of the seventh, Nolan Arenado stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one finds the corner. That's strike one. Hit on the ground to short. Turner slinging it to first in time.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, center fielder, Thomas.
That clips the corner. The Diamondbacks down by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Cutter on the inside edge of the plate. That's a tough pitch to handle, but he seemed to have no problem with it whatsoever.
And that should be extra bases. Lead runner around second. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score. 3-run game. It's 5-2.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the arc.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Aaron Nola's day comes to an end, and he exits with a nice lead. Threw the ball well, and we'll have a new pitcher when we come back.
Now pitching for
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Tanner Banks.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Stepping in, Corbin Carroll.
No, that's a ball. No.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Fastball for a strike. Three-two now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Cut on and miss, struck him out. 2 away. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Swings through that one for strike 1. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. D-backs with a run-scoring double. We look.